Cancer is not a death sentence. It only becomes a death sentence when you don't have what is required. My name is Diana Carole Owuor. I'm a doctor of higher education leadership, and I'm also married to one husband, Mr. Kennedy Osara, who serves in the US Army. I am a self-made pastry chef. I cook very delicious chapatis and mandazis in the US, and I'm also an author. I have a book on Amazon called Ensnared, and I'm also an educational consultant. I'm currently in Kenya. I just came this week for an event, a very important event to me. This event is called the Hope Gala. It's called Hope because it touches on cancer patients, cancer survivors. And this event is actually a fundraising dinner. We have sponsors coming in. We have Safaricom coming, who have really supported the program. And we also have myself, who is the owner of these pastries. And that's why I talked about being a chef in the US. I have a pastry business registered in Houston that I cook and prepare that. And the funds from that company, I use them to feed patients in Kenya. And so this event that we are having this coming Saturday, the 16th of July, it is meant to raise funds to see if we can scale up on the number of cancer patients that we feed in Kenya. And so I'm very grateful for people who are coming on board to support us, and you guys being one of them. Miss Api Matere, I know I can say a lot about her, but she's also coming in to plug in to see that this becomes successful, and so that other cancer patients going through chemotherapy are fed, so that chemotherapy don't end up killing them before their days. 2020, my own diagnosis came. My chemotherapy took about 4 to 5 months. And so it is during that chemotherapy that my mind came home. And I asked myself, if this is what my food costs, and I have the privilege of accessing oncology nutritionists, people who have just studied food for cancer, what of my people in Kibera? You're in the slums, you've been diagnosed with cancer. First, the money for treating cancer is one headache for you. And then food is another headache, which some of them don't know, because they think, let me just go eat my ugali and small cabbage and that's it. I thought of that woman who has little children, poor. How is she going to go to hospital, feed herself and feed these children, and yet she was the breadwinner and cancer has struck? And that is where the thought came. And I said, I'm a very religious person. I told God, if you bring me out of this, I promise you, I am going to feed your people in Kenya. And that is where the idea came from. Even now, being in Kenya, if I have a problem, because I'm still on medication, I have a place where I just write to my doctors and tell them, I'm experiencing this problem. And they will tell me what to do. So I wanted a program that also has medical personnel who are volunteering to be able to give advice to our patients when they're not able to access their doctors, especially at night and over the weekend. So when I was thinking about all this, of course, Mindful African Initiative came into my mind. And this was none other than my younger brother, who is actually my CEO. He was working with his organization called Mindful African Initiative. And they were working with people who have psychological problems, suicidal people. So he accepted, and we thought of a program called Mindful Food Program. And that is where the program came about. It is called Mindful Food Program, and I am the director of the program. We have the nutritional bit, we have the medical bit, then we have the fitness, and then we have the counseling, where the Mindful African Initiative comes in. And then we also have another aspect. We provide grocery, food to families, and this is selective. We provide food to families that the cancer patient was the breadwinner. If we give money to one patient, we are not going to be able to feed a lot of patients. Because if, for instance, we get the second patient, third patient, fourth patients, and maybe there are people that can eat the same menu, it is cheaper to cook in bulk for them and pack and send to them. But if you're giving money to each, at the end of the day, it beats the logic of us struggling to be able to fund this. At this point right now, we have one patient currently. This is our second patient. The first patient we had, we ran with her through, I think, end of January, and then we lost her on Good Friday. She passed away, she rested. And so it took us time to get our second patient, who we have fed now. It's going to 1 month. We are going to finish 1 month.
Nashukuru Mungu kwa sababu through friends wakanijulisha kwa Diana. Hakika hii chakula imenisaidia. At least nilikuwa saa zingine nakosa kwa nyumba. Unashindwa utakula nini na uko supposed kukula, unasikia njaa. Sasa sikosangi chakula yenye nakula. Na ni balanced diet, ananiletea breakfast, lunch na dinner. Zote napatanga on time. Na nashukuru Mungu. Aendelee tu hivyo. Hiyo program isaidie wengi. Kuna wengi wamejificha huku ndani. Hawataki kujitambulisha. Hawataki kusema ni nini na wasumbua. But ukikubali na uongee utasaidika. Hujui Mungu amefungua mlango wapi na wewe umenyamaza. Sasa mimi nashukuru Mungu kwa sababu ile kuongea, kuambia na watu, ndio hiyo nilikuja nikajua Diana akatuma watu. Kila siku napata chakula.
The point where we're talking right now, I am the one who is feeding this patient that we have right now through my company called D's Kenyan Pastries. So I prepare chapatis and mandazis in Houston and I sell them. There is a good market for that. I sell that and I am able to send 50,000 Kenya shillings to Kenya every month. So this 50,000 caters for the food, everything that is required, and also it caters for transportation. We have transportation that picks the food in the morning. They are riders. They pick in the morning from the nutritionist and they take it to the patient. So we have special bags that are they call it insulated or what? They keep the food that very temperature for the whole day, for 24 hours. So all the meals are in there. So the rider will pick that bag in the morning, take to the patient, and then the following day he will pick another bag from the nutritionist, take it to the patient, then take the older bag from yesterday, take it back so that we wash the plates and everything for packaging in there. And so each patient has to have 2 bags. So our patient now has 2 bags, and then I came with another bag hoping that I'm able to pick up a new patient. So as these Kenyan pastries, I am only able to do that which I can, because I'm also someone who has just come from treatment. So my body is not as strong as it was before, but it's regaining. But also I'm a mom, like I mentioned. I have little children who also have needs and other needs of mine also. So I can only manage. They say you bite that which you can chew, right? So in my own ability, I am not able to feed, let me say, more than 2 patients. And my hope with Mindful Food Program is that we are able to feed even 20 patients each year. And how can that happen? That can happen if we have people of like minds that come on board with us. The Hope Gala, which is, we call it the annual Hope Gala, we hope to have it happen every July. So this is our first one. So we are holding the event at Weston Hotel on the 16th of July. It starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. going to 10 p.m. So we'll be here at Weston at the ballroom. And one ticket costs 3,000 Kenya shillings, which is $30 US, and that's for one ticket. We have had people sending money to buy tickets for patients and survivors because they themselves cannot make it to come. So they are offering their own tickets so that patients can come and have a good time. So we are encouraging people who will not be able to make it on the 16th at 6 p.m. at Weston Hotel. If you're able to sponsor someone to come, we would be really, really appreciative of that, because we have a number of patients who really want to be part of it. And then again, if you're someone who is out of the country, out of the country and you want to participate, you can always visit our website also to see what we are doing, and learn more about us. And something else about the event is we have a color code, which is really not a must, but color purple is usually a color that covers all cancers. So like breast cancer is pink, other cancers are different. So purple covers all cancers. I know somebody may want to ask, what can we wear? It is a black tie event, meaning your very beautiful dinner dress, your very beautiful tuxedo or suit, right? And if you want to, match with the event, you can have your little purple lapel there, or you can have your, purple something on your head, things like that. It's going to be an exciting event. We have music lined up and we have a great MC. We have Robert Burale will be the MC of the evening. I know you guys know him. And we'll be having a lot of cancer patients coming and survivors, and we encourage you all who are watching this to come and join us. If you are an organization, if you are a company, and you really heard what we are about, cancer is not a death sentence. It only becomes a death sentence when you don't have what is required. And one of those key things that are required are a nutritious meal that helps you fight during chemotherapy. And so if you come on board to help us to feed those poor patients that are not able to afford that, then we will really, really be saving so many lives that you will not even believe how many. So come and join us July 16th, Weston Hotel, starting 6 p.m. Karibu.